Welcome back, adventurers.
Howdy.
The Christmas season has now commenced, and we're kicking it off with a special event tonight filled with tons and tons of lights, and I mean a lot of them.
It's Christmas nights at 123 Farms in Cherry Valley. We're super excited to see all the millions of lights they have on display, plus the food from red velvet funnel cake to lavender cheesecake, sourdough pizza. There's a lot of items to choose from.
Yeah, lots of food and also a lot of activities. This is a family-friendly event, which is only about like $8 admission for each person. Kids are a little bit less, and they have lights on display. They have pictures with Santa. They have shops and boutiques, foods, but of course, Gnome Depot. We can't forget about that.
Nope.
So what are we waiting for? Let's jump in there and welcome to Dream Park. Now, depending on which entrance you drive in through, you might run into this lavender field, which is decked to the brim with lights. And although you can see some of them, I mean, some of these bushes have lights that are visible right now. The ones off in the distance are a little bit harder to see right now because the sun is still setting. But once the sun goes down behind those mountains, this is going to be just like a magical fairyland of twinkly lights. If you want to take full advantage of the lavender fields before even the sun goes down, I would recommend getting here at about 5:30, because between 5:30 and 6 o'clock is when you're going to experience golden hour, and you're going to be able to take some really amazing photos right here in the lavender field with very little effort. I'll even include some pictures that I took from the other week when we were here for Lavender Nights. We didn't vlog that event, but it was magical nonetheless because all these lights just create an amazing backdrop, especially with that sunset. But once the sun goes down, you can enjoy all the rest of the activities that they have to offer. And then if you keep walking past those lavender fields with all the lights, you're going to come in to this like main plaza area where you have this walkway filled with light lined trees, and then all of this stuff, which is actually a little bit different from when we came to Lavender Nights. They moved a lot of stuff indoors, but there is still some food stands out here, including the s'mores pit, the hot cocoa stand. I see that like hidden right back there. And today we have a special guest.
It's me.
This is Brianna.
I'm here and excited.
Kenny's special guest.
First timer.
First timer.
And she's gonna decide where we're gonna go first, because there's a lot of activities.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Isn't there like a gingerbread house or something like that?
Gingerbread Village display.
Let's go. Let's go.
But there's just so much good stuff like on the way to everything else. Like this, I don't even know what to call it. It's a glistening willow tree. It's probably gonna look better at night too. You can just like walk under here and get, wow. Ooh. So many lights.
I feel like a Disney princess right now.
How do they get up all the way to the top to dangle these?
Really long ladders.
Dangerous job.
Once you stand under here, just like covered in these lights, wow. This is just one of two glistening willow tree lights on the property. They have this one as well as another one back behind the olive grove, which is their 1,000-old oak tree. A little bit more secluded, a lot less people go to that one because you do have to walk out there. So I think that one is much better for pictures, because here, once it gets dark, everyone likes to crowd in here and it's really hard to get an empty picture. But if you go to that 1,000-year-old oak tree, you're gonna have a much better time getting those Instagrammable pictures. Okay, so second stop on our way to the gingerbread house is Elvesville, an elf on the shelf game. So there's 3 houses over here. They're locked so you can't go in, but they have windows so you can see in the doors, and we gotta find the elves on the shelves. There's 5 in each. So this is the first one, Mrs. Claus's bedroom. This is a kind of small bed for Mrs. Claus. I don't know if this is her real bedroom. Elf number 1, who's been crushed by the drawer at the foot of the bed.
He's dead.
Rip. Next house is all you. The wrong way. This is Santa's dining room. Can you find the 5 purple elves?
And Quaker oats.
Oh man, he is stocked.
He's making those protein oats.
I feel like this is Blue's Clues. Like, point at the screen if you can see an elf on the shelf. All right, maybe we can just gotta get a different angle. We'll look on the side window here. Oh, these are dirtier. He's right underneath the Spam.
was there, Michael.
You didn't say that.
Yeah, he was in. I said there's one in the food thing, and you're like, I don't remember that. I pointed to that. Right in between there.
Third room is going to be Santa's study, and there are 5 blue elves to find in this one. He has a lot of stuff. Santa's a hoarder. All right, so you got the obvious one right here up front, Mr. Light Blue Elf. You got another one hanging from the map. This has like a mesh screen, so it's not really easy to see, but there's a little elf right behind the books on the center table, whatever. He looks dead too. Dead tired, that is. Dead tired. Now, right to the left of the elf on the shelf houses, you have 2 of like the better light displays here on property. You have the holiday maze as well as the light tunnel, which are very good for those pictures. Everyone's gonna want to get pictures here, so if you're coming on a busy day, be prepared to share the spotlight with a lot of other people who want those good spots. But check out the maze. And best part about it is no one's in the maze, so we can have it all to ourselves. Holiday maze starts right here. And very kid friendly. You can see right over, so that way you don't lose your kids.
Like me.
Downside is if you're an adult that's over 3 feet tall, then you can very easily see which way the maze is supposed to go. They went right, so I'm gonna go left. Oh wait, never mind. Go back the other way. There's all this unexplored space over here. We didn't even get to see this side.
Here we go. I need more of a challenge.
Easy breezy pumpkin squeezy. Very easy, but very pretty to look at. I mean, look at all these lights. At least a million here, at least. And then once you exit the maze, it drops you off right over here next to the, I think the 12 Days of Christmas shops. Some kind of shops, because I hear the music. But here's the light tunnel in case you're interested in those Instagrammable pictures. Very pretty, very good for pictures. See what I mean? Wow, wow, oh, wow, it's a little short. Ooh, I'm not even that tall. These lights are, ow. Kenny's taller than I am. But look, this thing just goes on for Niles and Niles and Niles.
And Niles.
I just fit right through. Did you see that?
And if you don't believe that, then you're in denial.
And right behind the holiday maze and the light tunnel, you get the 123 Farm boutique and the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas reading. Wow, we have the whole place to ourselves. So as you can see, you step right into the plaza and you have like these giant storybook looking things that depict the story of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. I think I'm looking at it in reverse, so I think it actually starts over here.
Our lavender was drying in the crisp winter air, the last step before making bouquets to be shared.
Oh, so it's actually like a little twist on the story. It's Lavender Farm's version. So, 'twas the night before Christmas, and all through the farm, not a chicken was stirring, nor mice causing harm. And then they have their little dogs over here, Sadie and Mia. When suddenly they heard a familiar ho ho ho, and the dogs, they already knew what to do. Stranger danger. Now bunnies, now squirrels, now lizards and possums? They spelled possums wrong, isn't there an O? Let's head to the oak tree all together to meet him. Okay, so you got the little mice and the squirrels with the Santa hats. Here are the dogs getting their presents and their beauty products. But for Sadie and Mia, he specially prepared the biggest of dog bones that you didn't even have to share. Dog's got a bone, owl's got a book, cow's got a bell, and the sheep, he's got his own little sewing machine. But before Highland and its animals were out of his sight, he shouted Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Bye, Santa. Is that a sippy cup? And also, don't forget, there's also the North Post that you can take advantage of, where you can actually write a letter to Santa, and they'll send it right up to the North Pole for you, so save you all the hassle of having to deliver it yourself. And make sure to do it early, so that way Santa gets it well before Christmas, because he has a very long list, as we know. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like the North Post is open tonight. Tonight is the opening night of Christmas nights at the Lavender Farm, so they aren't doing writing a letter to Santa, and there's also not in-person photos with Santa for tonight as far as we know. We're going to double check at his workshop, which is over on the other end, but I don't believe there is any of that going on tonight, so all the other nights you should be good. And also tucked away over here in the corner is Lavender Boutique, where they have anything you can think of lavender, it's here. So from shampoos and soaps to oils, body scrubs, lotions, shampoos, candles, incense, lip balm, skin rollers, it's all here. And they also have these lavender bath bombs, as well as the lavender sachets. So those are really cool. They also have gift sets, so take advantage of this little shop where you can just pick out just about anything, little stocking stuffers or whole gift sets. And I'm pretty sure you'll find something. As you exit the little courtyard where the "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" story was put on display, you're gonna come right over here to what they call the Spanish courtyard, and it's the 12 Shops of Christmas, which is also very nicely decorated. There's like no part of the property that's not decorated in lights. And there's lots of stores with lots of different vendors set up. I already found Kenny's Christmas presents.
Nice song. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
So you can see right down here, a lot of the shrubs are in the way, but right on the sides you have these buildings, and they're filled with vendors and all their goodies, ranging from like beauty products to handmade items like sweaters and scarves. Just a little finger puppet.
A little baby Grogu.
And as you keep going, then you see all these different signs that are themed after the 12 Days of Christmas songs. And then over here we got number 8, which is etiquette. They really know how to party in this one. Going through the 12 shops will definitely work up your appetite, but that's okay, because as soon as you go through, it's like everything just goes in a nice little direction. Because once you leave those 12 Shops of Christmas, then you get dropped off right in front of the eatery, where you can order most of the items, and some are going to be over in that plaza where we showed you earlier, like the pizza, but they have a lot of good options here. This whole room is decked out in garland and Christmas lights, and we also got the menu right here. It's also available online, so you can easily check it out, but some of the items that caught my eye were the brisket mac and cheese in a bread bowl. We got the smoked brisket poutine, soups in the bread bowl, and it looks like you can also get your desserts here, like your cheesecake, ice cream, Christmas cookie, and that's about it. So what do we decide on?
Well, none other than the smoked barbecue brisket mac and cheese, because you know we are some mac and cheese connoisseurs. And it comes in the sourdough bread bowl, a little Disneyland style, you know?
I approve.
So once you've ordered your food and picked it up from the counter, they're going to call your number. You can also come in here because they have the gift shop with a bunch of items. They have a wine, cheese, and salami bar, along with some other homemade items like oils, marmalades, butters, I think also grains to make your own bread. So they have just about most things you would need for the kitchen. Different selection of sauces and pickled items. They have mugs with their signature little bear, except he's holding a sourdough loaf instead of lavender. But if you keep going, on your right is going to be the reindeer bar, which features all of their cocktails and adult beverages. Menu right here, nicely decorated in red with the Grinch at the top. And it is very Christmassy. Look at this, very festive in here. So this is the place to get all your cocktail, and also to warm up if hot chocolate isn't your thing. And then in the main lobby, you have a fireplace to sit next to right there, along with a little Christmas city made of gingerbread. Ooh, I think. So you got the whole gingerbread city here running complete with the train and gumdrop roof tiles. But if you go right to the left, then you're gonna find all the indoor dining, which is very welcome because outside it can get a little cold in December. And they do have dining over there near that plaza area where the sourdough pizza stand is and the s'mores pit. That one is a tent, but this one is completely indoors, so probably just a little bit warmer.
The smoked barbecue brisket mac and cheese, I don't remember what these are, but this is a very generous serving of mac and cheese. Can't say you could go anywhere else and get this much mac and cheese. In a sourdough bread bowl, barbecue sauce, cheese. Oh yeah.
That's a reaction you want for your mac and cheese.
It was really creamy cheese, flavorful barbecue sauce, and that honestly is pretty good stuff right there. If you come to Christmas nights at 123 Farms, be sure to get this smoked barbecue brisket because this is worth it right here. I don't think I want to share with Michael.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Big slice.
Kenny was right. Definitely get it. Definitely worth it.
Alright, well let's see what all the hubbub is about. So we got some like crispy onions here. We got some slightly melted cheese. I don't know how I feel about that. Why isn't the cheese melted? What is this? It's like shredded cheese from the bag. Okay, and then we got gravy in there. Okay, got the mac and cheese. It just needs to be stirred around a little bit. I will say I'm not so sure how I feel about this brisket. It almost looks like pastrami, which I don't really care for, but we're gonna give it the benefit of the doubt, okay? I think that's an acceptable bite. A lot of flavor happening all at once. Mac and cheese is good. A little tang of like barbecue sauce in there. The brisket though, I'm not sure how I feel about that. It's a little stringy for me. Kind of reminds me of pastrami. A little on the fatty side. It's a little too chewy for me. Overall, I'd say it was worth it. I like this, and it's a nice little holiday dish, so I wouldn't mind eating it again. Oh, good. Worth it. And then next up, we got the wood-fired sourdough barbecue chicken pizza. This is like more of like a personal size. It is a little pricey for the size that you're getting. It's not like your full family-size pizza. This is like a personal, but I remember from Lavender Nights, the pizza was good. I just didn't try the barbecue one. I will say, there's only like a couple pieces of chicken in here. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I might have ate 7. So there's only like 7 pieces of chicken on this thing. A couple stripes of barbecue sauce. If I had to choose, I would probably go back and get the fig and lavender fig and goat cheese. That one was really good, and it's a Lavender Farm, so this doesn't have anything lavender on it. It's just kind of like a comfort food. Pizza is worth it, but barbecue chicken, wait on it.
It's a sad tomato. This honestly looks like something I can make at Blaze Pizza. Hopefully it's good. So remember that these pizzas are made of sourdough. Michael reminded me of that. And I took a big old bite out of it. The crust is very chewy. It's pretty thick, that's how I like my pizza. But I didn't taste much of the sourdough bread. So, it kind of tastes like a regular pizza, but it's still good though. I'll give this pizza a worth it. Yeah, if you come here, be sure to get a pizza. Maybe you want the margarita, maybe you want the fig and goat cheese, or maybe the barbecue chicken. Worth it.
But the amount of chicken they put in this pizza is a fraud. Okay, they're like 1, 2, 3, and then Kenny probably took like the other one.
I don't take any chicken.
He took chicken.
I don't take any chicken. This is barbecue sauce.
You know what?
Plus
We're actually gonna
there.
put.
Hey, you can't steal no, that one doesn't have chicken.
We're gonna leave it chickenless, okay? I'm the chicken stealer now.
Why didn't you just grab that one?
It is a very, very chewy pizza. I feel like the crust is very crispy, if that was the word he was looking for. You can tell it's sourdough. Definitely yummy. I would say it's worth it. But like Michael said, I think I would like to try another flavor just because that is a fraud. A fraud of chicken right there. But yeah, definitely worth it.
We covered a lot of ground at Christmas Nights, went through the shops, little holiday maze, went to the elf on the shelves, and now we have gingerbread house left, some hot cocoa, the olive grove, and the 1,000-year-old oak tree, and funnel cake. Can't forget the funnel cake. So we finally made it to the gingerbread house, and lo and behold, this is where you can find and satisfy all your chocolate needs. Whoa. Bree got
The traditional hot chocolate.
traditional hot chocolate.
I too have the traditional hot chocolate.
Kenny's has whipped cream though,
And
and
mine,
hers doesn't.
Can you believe it?
Wow.
Like they said none for you. They said none for you.
And so this one is the lavender, but I got the souvenir mug, and they kind of spice it up a little bit with the whipped cream, the fudge, the sprinkles. They throw a little candy cane, and you can't see him because he's drowning, but there is a gingerbread cookie man inside here, so I'll have to fish him out. You come right over here, and then you have the little gingerbread menu, traditional hot chocolate, lavender hot chocolate, souvenir mug, hot cocoa, and water. And very festive, I must say, very festive. We have a nice little gingerbread display and all the decorations. And if you want to get some separate mugs, then you have the option here, some snowmen, some one-toothed bears or reindeer, and a Santa mug. And as you're leaving the gingerbread house, you can also see them working behind the scenes to make sure Santa is completing his routes this Christmas.
The Department of Naughty Child Detection, aka Michael.
Oh, maybe they're not keeping track of Santa. Maybe they're just like keeping track of all the naughty children. I don't know. Santa on surveillance over there. Got a map of the world there. Some radar over there.
Wow. Better watch out.
You better not cry.
I didn't know Santa was so high tech. It's like the FBI.
Right over here is Gnome Depot. Ooh, look at them. All in uniform. Look at those gnomes. Oh man. Wow, it doesn't smell like Gnome Depot. All the gnomes are stocked and ready to go for the holiday season, but what you can get here are some like essential oils Some other beauty products. I mean, Gnome's got to stay beautiful too. Bree, you should work here. Gnome Depot would be great for you.
On their height, I think they'd hire me on the spot.
And last but not least, we have the Whoville Dry Cleaners Laundry Company. Oh! All the elf clothing and Santa outfits hung up and ready to go. Oh man, these are great prices. $2 for a shirt, $10 for a sweater, suit 2 sizes too small, $11. What's a Fluvers? Tartukas? Woo Hoopers? What are these? But they are closed on Christmas and New Year's Eve. Please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. And you do have to take notice of the laundry detergent that they're using. All organic, I'm sure. It's got some clean coal laundry detergent. The best laundry detergent, Grinchmas laundry detergent.
That looks like mouthwash.
All right, we'll be back on Friday to pick up our pants. All right, thanks.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
For your close-up with Santa?
Yeah. Where's my boy at?
Right there. I mean, you got the sleigh, but you're just missing the man in red.
Oh, I was gonna say that's not Santa.
She could be Santa.
Maybe Santa. Ho ho ho.
So normally this is where you would find Santa, right here in his workshop, but unfortunately he had more important business to attend to this evening. So he left his sleigh and one of his reindeer. These were cool. I thought these are actually cookies, but those are yo-yos.
I was like, is that a macaroon? He's like, it is a macaroon.
It's a yo-yo?
It's a yo-yo.
That's a yo-yo.
Well, they look at them.
Always think about food.
They look like macaroons.
Oh man. Look at that.
Perfect.
That's some Disneyland souvenir stuff.
Better than Disneyland. They should have had this at Merriest Nights.
One of the great ways to end the night is to take a little stroll down the olive walkways where they have all these olive trees lined with lights. There are 2 sides, so we're on the left side, which is left of Santa's workshop. There's also a right side, which has a photo opportunity, and we'll run over there real quick to show you before the end of the night. But that one has a longer pathway with trees lined on either side. This left side, though, is gonna take you directly to that secret 1,000-year-old oak tree that is like draped with all the lights and looks like a glistening willow tree. We made it to the tree, nicely decorated with all the bright lights. And you're looking at a 1,000-year-old oak tree with a really thick trunk.
Well, it's a very big tree. Wow.
So you can see, we walked all along where those trees are and they have all the lights on them. The other side, which is a little bit harder to see, but they're there, is the other trail with the olive trees. And you can hear the Christmas music faintly in the distance because we're pretty far from all the other stuff. But I mean, get a load of the tree. This is a great a photo op. Or even if you just want some peace and quiet. Nice tree. All right, let's go. So as you can see, right on this side, you have this pathway lined by olive trees on either side. And the right side, you also have another photo op, which is this like chandelier area with the blue couch. Kind of reminds me of Friends. This photo op can get pretty busy, so either do it very early on in the evening when the lines are really low, or at the very end of the evening once people are leaving, because otherwise you can spend a little bit of time waiting here for the line just to finish. So best to spend your time elsewhere and then get this on your way in or out. And right next door to the couch photo op, go to your right and just a few steps away you have this tree with a bunch of lavender bushes and flower beds lined with more Christmas lights. Very, very magical.
Oh, this is like a good photo op too.
Wow. Sparkle, sparkle. I mean, look at all these bushes with lights. Can you just imagine how long it's going to take them to clean these lights up?
I wouldn't want to be that person doing that job.
So I guess the takeaway is with any of these events here, like Christmas nights or lavender nights, it's not like Disneyland where you have to fight for that picture in front of the castle because there's only one good spot. Like everywhere's a good spot. And if you're lucky, you'll get to meet the esteemed guests of the farm. They roam freely and there's no guarantee that you'll see them, but we found them. Hello. Hi.
This is the best day ever.
Who is that? Come here, my friend. Oh. Augie. And what's your name? Bear?
Bear.
I think you're Bear. You want to come home with me? I got room. Room in the trunk? Yeah? Let's go. All right, we're just going to throw them in that barrel over there. We're going to roll them all the way to the car. No one will ever know. So remember what I said about getting the full benefit of the lights both at daytime and at nighttime. Because during the day you get that nice golden hour, but at night, I mean, look at this. All these lights, I can't even count how many there are. Like maybe 100, 200. What do you think?
Let's start now. 1, 2, 3.
1 hour later.
500,096. 500,097.
2 hours later.
I'm going to say this first because I want to have a head start on everyone else. Christmas nights at 123 Lavender Farm is definitely a must-do for anyone. Put it on your Christmas list for this year, next year, and the year after that. Because for as inexpensive as it is, I definitely think it has a lot to offer.
Brisket mac and cheese, lavender hot chocolate, and many other lavender products we did not try today. Millions of lights, the 12 days of Christmas shops, and the 1,000-year-old oak tree.
And that's not even including all the stuff that they didn't have tonight, like the live music, which I'm pretty sure they'll have later on in the season, but this was just the opening night. Also, the letter writing at the North Post to Santa, the Santa encounters at his workshop, the s'mores pit, so there's just a lot more stuff that wasn't even here tonight, but we were still really busy.
That's a lot. It's a lot that we missed out on.
Plus all the good photo ops, so can't be beat. For the price that you paid, and I think it varies based on what day you come, you'll definitely have a great time here with the family. Very family friendly, lots of stuff for the kids and kids at heart. So make sure to bring your family along for the holiday season. It runs until I think at least the end of December, if not into January. We'll put the dates. And we hope you enjoy your visit to 123 Lavender Farms.
Don't forget to meet the dogs.
And don't forget to subscribe, comment. We'll see you guys on the next Dream Park adventure.